Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Mandy and I like to talk about makeup panning, nail polish, and sometimes things going on in my real life. Today I have my update for Throwback 30. This is a PANtastic Ladies Facebook group collab project, and it is combining 30 of the voted on projects that throughout the group and working on one prompt from each. So, if you are interested in how I'm doing, then stay tuned. Alright, so I am doing this project a little bit differently. Some people bring in all the products at once. I am doing it sort of rolling style. I have broke down all 30 prompts into groups of 5, so I have 6 groups of 5, and then I started with the first prompt in each group, so I brought in 6, and then the first update I brought in 6 more, and then this update I'm bringing in 6 more. So let's talk about what I've been working on, how I'm doing, and what I can gonna be bringing in today. So the first prompt on the list is for the 12 days of Christmas, and for that I selected 5 golden rings, and I brought in this eyeshadow from Medusa's Makeup. This is their baked eyeshadow in the shade Woke. I am wearing it today on the inner half of my lid, and that is what it looks like. It is a pretty metallic gold shadow. I'll get you a swatch of it, although you can see it on my eyes, but there it is there. My goal was to use this 12 times, and it looks like I don't know how many times I used it at the last update, but I have met my goal and I have used it 12 times. I think I used it 4 at the last update, but I have used it the remaining times, so I have 12 uses on this, and it is rolling out. My first rollout, yay! Alright, the next is for 4 seasons, and that is something from one of the 4 seasons. So I decided on fall, and I brought in this body wash from Tree Hut. It is their pumpkin spice latte, and I got this last year at Marshall's on clearance. When I brought it in, we were right there at that mark, and we've made a little bit of progress there. I don't need a whole lot to get through this. I am not bringing it in to finish it. I have it in for 30 uses, and so far I have 3 marked uses. I don't think I forgot to use it, but this is a big Mama Jama, and I don't have a bottle to decant any in to take while I'm sitting. So for the next 16 more days, I am officially not home, so I'm not using this. But once I get back, I will keep using it, and hopefully we'll get good. It smells really nice. There's some pumpkin in there, and definitely the spice, and a little bit of coffee. Kind of smells like eggnog, but I really do enjoy that, and it does leave my skin feeling nice. So we're going to keep working on that guy. Next, I brought in 50 shades of pink. That is any product that is pink in any way, shape, or form. So I brought in this serum from Skin Science. This is their Firming Retinol and Collagen Face Serum. It's big. My goal is to finish this one, okay? So when I brought it in up there at the intro and last update, we were there, and now we're down to there. So we're making steady progress. I'm guessing at this rate of progress, in 12 months when this project, well, from bringing it in, we're going to be about halfway. So unless I start using it more frequently, or using more of it, it's not going to be done, but we're going to keep chugging along on it, and maybe I'll surprise myself. But yeah, we're making slow and steady progress. And I do decant some of that to take with me while I'm traveling, so while I'm away, I still work on it. Alright, for our 50 shades of purple, I brought in this lipstick from Maybelline with its purple packaging. This is the shade Pitch Black. I am not wearing it today because I forgot that it was in this project. I thought it was in a different project. But my goal is to use it 30 times. That's what it looks like. I'll swatch it for you. I mean, it's black. It's kind of a sheer black, so, you know, not great. But my goal is to use it 30 times. I've used it once so far, so I need to remember to work on using that. But I have, you know, a whole bunch of months left, like 10 more months left to work on it. So we'll get there. All right, the next project is for Another One Bites Dust. That is a project about Queen and all their songs, and I randomly selected the song Bicycle Race, and that is something circular. So I brought in this guy here. This is not a KVD setting powder. This is what's left of my Complex Culture Sun Bath Baked Bronzer in the shade Play. I'm thinking I might actually press this into a pan. I forgot I had some extra pans laying around from products that I finished, so I might press it into there, but right now it is loose. It is a bronzer. I am wearing it today. It's been a focus product for a while. My goal is to use it 19 times, and I don't know why I didn't mark where I was last month on any of these, but I am currently up to 13 uses, so I have 6 more uses left to go on that guy. So maybe I'll get my uses done in this project, and then I will press it into a pan to get better idea of the progress, because I don't need a whole lot, but it's kind of hard to see the progress in here. And I did open it up and break it up a little bit more, because I don't know if it's the binder in here, but it had large chunks, and I remember when I broke it up it was pretty fine, so I'm thinking shaking it around in here, it does the binder and it makes it group back together into larger pearly type chunks, so repressing it might help it go a little bit faster. Next one, don't have any progress on. Then for Child of the 80s, I brought in the Prompt 16 candles. That is a product that makes all your wishes come true, and I brought in a facial cleanser because it's a really good facial cleanser in my opinion. I will probably repurchase it, but for right now it makes all my wishes come true. This is from Good Molecules. It is their hydrating facial cleansing gel. I really like this because even though it is a gel, it does, when you foam it up, it sort of makes like a creamy foam. It kind of makes it like a creamy cleanser, not like a foaming cleanser. I really enjoy it. It is hydrating. I don't need a whole lot. I use about a pea-size amount, so I went from there to there. I don't think I made a mark last month. My goal is to finish this. I don't know why I keep setting these finish goals, but we'll see. In a year's worth of time, I may be able to use this. The downside is I don't use this when I'm traveling. I have another product I'm using, but I think that product may dry my skin out, so I might stop using it. We'll see. But this is still a work in progress, so we're going to keep working on it. And then for Color Pan, my one and only colored ColourPop product in my collection at this time is the ColourPop Lippy Stick in the shade Cami. I worked on this all last year to finish it, and I think that's my goal again, because I didn't write one down. I think I left it up to you guys, and nobody gave me any feedback if I was going to use it 25 times or finish it. I do use it as a cream blush. I am wearing it today, and that's all we have left. It is detached from the base, so I have to very carefully push it back in every time I roll it down, which is a pain in the butt. And it's not my favorite shade in the world. It's not a bad shade, but it's not the best. So I have 3 marked uses since bringing it in last month, so we'll see. When I get to 25 uses on this, we'll see how much is left, and then if I have enough that I think I'll finish it, I'll finish it. Otherwise, I'll leave it at 25 uses. I don't know yet. I'm undecided. It's undecided. Alright, the next project is for It's Panning Cats and Dogs. And I brought in Corgi, which is butt wiggles. And for that, I brought in my Alba Botanicals shave cream, which is where I'm pet sitting right now, so I forgot to bring it with me. I went through the list and rounded up all the products I'm using and brought them, and I forgot that one. But my goal with that is to use it 15 times. At the last update, I believe I used it twice, and since then I've used it 2 more times, so I'm up to 4. I have 11 more uses left to go. We'll see how that goes. I've been working on it for a really long time. I don't use it very often, so it's sticking around quite a long time, so we'll see. Next, for lip service, any lip product you want, I brought in a lip oil from e.l.f. This guy here. This is the Glow Reviver lip oil in crystal clear, and I had just opened this before bringing it in, and in 1 month's progress, 1 month's time, we've made that much progress. But when I take the dough foot out, it's about halfway empty, so this is quite a fat dough foot, but this was my desk gloss last month, and now it is my everyday lip balm, lip oil. So I anticipate the progress on this will continue to grow. I'm not going to bother marking it because I'm sure with a lip oil, keeping a mark on this is not going to last very long, and I'm not tracking uses because I use it every day and I reapply multiple times, but that is how we're doing on that. Then for that 70s pan, it brought in the prompt popular pottery, something that breaks easily. And I brought in my Bite multi-stick. This is the prismatic multi-stick in peacock pearl. This is what I'm wearing today. And this is all I have left. I brought it in because it kind of can easily become detached from the base, therefore breaking easily. My goal is to finish it, and I have been using it as both a lip topper and a little bit of contour. I've used it 7 times since bringing it in, and like I said, we have that much left. I'm not keeping paper progress, but you know, when I finish it, and then we'll see if I get that far. So that's that, and then last one for That's Expensive I have not worked on. So those are all the products I'm currently working on. Now I have to bring in 6 products. So go back up to the top of the list. The first product I'm bringing in is for 50 Shades of Black, and that is anything black. I'm deciding to go with this guy here. This is from Zoya. It has a black cap, and it is black. I like black. This is a black nail polish. This is Raven, and I bought this thinking it was shimmery, and then I got it and oh, it's cream, and then I looked it up online and like, no, it does have a subtle shimmer in it, and I look at it now, yes, it does have a very, very, very subtle silver shimmer running through it, which I'm guessing on the nails will not be noticeable. I have not worn this yet because I've been working on finishing another black polish in my collection, but I'm bringing this in for 5 uses. Here you can see the shimmer a little bit. So I don't know if that's going to translate on the nails or if it's just going to look like a black cream polish. Either way, I'm going to enjoy it. So bringing that in for, did I say it's Raven is the shade? I'm bringing that in for 5 uses. Next, for 50 Shades of Yellow Gold, I am bringing in my Sun Bum Face SPF. This is a brand new bottle I bought as a backup and have not opened it yet. So you can see it's still closed, and I am bringing this in to finish. This is my favorite SPF, and I go through it quite frequently, although the one I have right now I haven't been using lately because I've either been inside or it's been kind of cloudy, or I just forget to put it on. So I'm going to finish that one, and then when that one's done, I'm bringing this in to finish. Alright, then for Beauty A to Z, I have not picked a product yet because I wanted to pick the letter with you guys and then I'd pick the product. So I have my Spin the Wheel app. Oop, there we go. And it has an alphabet on it, so we're going to spin it up and see what we get. Any day now. E. Ooh, interesting. Alright, give me a moment to figure out what I'm going to bring in for E. Okay, that was easier than I expected, but that's because I cheated a little bit. So I have the Corpse Bride palette from Revolution. This is the Butterfly palette. And in here, there is the shade right here, this sort of minty green called Eternal Love. So that starts with an E. And I'm going to bring this in for 10 uses. And I'll give you a swatch of it. It's a nice creamy shade. There it is there. Really pretty. So bringing that in for 10 uses. Alright, the next project prompt is for Disney Princess, and I decided to go with Moana. And it does have color correspondences to the princesses, but I'm going a little bit off book, and I am bringing in a shade from my Marvicorn palette called Moana for Moana. And my goal is going to be to finish it. I don't have that palette with me because it's where I'm pet sitting, so it is in my sort of focus palette for my Pan Those eyeshadows, sort of an informal Pan That palette. It had been a Pan That palette in the past, and I'm working on it as my focus palette this year. And I would like to focus a little bit more on that shade specifically to finish it because it is called Moana, so I'm bringing it in for the prompt, Moana. Alright, then for the Nightmare Before Christmas, you were to bring in something that reminds you of Halloween or Christmas. I don't have anything for Christmas holidays much, so I am bringing in a product that reminds me of Halloween, which is this guy, the Corpse Bride palette, which is why it was a little bit of a cheat because I already had this palette out for this prompt. I am bringing in another shade in here, not the whole thing, not the whole palette, but I am bringing in the shade Grave, which is this pink one here. It is a hot pink shimmer. And give you a swatch of that. That is a pretty shade. Maybe a bit of a topper, but it's really pretty, a nice creamy formula. I don't think I've used it at all because I'm not a big fan of pink, but I have nothing against it. I just randomly selected that shade from this palette. So, and it happens to be named Grave, which is Halloween themed in my opinion as well. So I'm bringing that in. I did not write down, so I'm bringing that in for 10 uses as well. I didn't write a goal on here. If I don't write a goal down, I don't remember. So 25 or finish. Just writing down on the cami. So I don't keep questioning myself. I decided 25 uses or finish, whichever comes first. Anyway, so this guy, Grave, 10 uses. And then finally, the last prompt I'm bringing in this month is for That's So 2000s. And I selected the prompt MySpace Top 8. And it is you are to bring in one of your favorite beauty product and use it 8 times. So I decided to bring in my LA Girl Shockwave Metallic Liner in the shade Ocean. I really enjoy this color. I think it looks really good on my eyes. And I want to get more use out of it before it starts drying up. There it is. There it is, a nice dark teal. And yeah, I'm going to bring that in for 8 uses. And that is everything for today. If you enjoyed the video, please give it a thumbs up. If you are not subscribed to my channel, I would really appreciate it if you do that while you're here. It is free and it means a lot to me. And until my next video, don't forget to take care of yourselves, stay true to you, and I love you no matter who or what you are, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye!